alaikum. Welcome back to the Bayside Jewel. How you guys doing? I hope you're doing good on this wonderful Friday, holy day. Yes, holy days on Fridays. Yeah, I'm coming on here because I had a interesting topic to talk about today, and that would be our culture as being Muslims or Islamic period. And also, I want to put you back in the frame of mind of what has actually taken place that plays a great role in how we are today. So that would be the subject of the U.S. actually claiming their independence from Great Britain. Okay, so let's start off with this first, this topic of Islam. You know, I was just doing some research, and it was interesting to me, you know, what I came up with as far as you know, us being stripped of our cultures and of our language, of our frame of mind. Yeah. You know, I found an article from Smithsonian Magazine. Some of you may be familiar with Smithsonian. Well, the interesting topic that I found and I discovered was in the 1600s, Muslims were actually banned in America, on our land. Muslims were banned in the 1600s. And they were also labeled as terrorists, right? Now, you know, it's interesting enough that, you know, they have programmed us to think that Muslims are terrorists, you know. But I see where it came from, because I found it in a document that was printed in this Smithsonian magazine. They were banning Muslims, you know, from coming to America as early as the 1600s. And considering them to be terrorists. Now, I'll tell you why. You think about it. In the 1600s, can you figure that out like that? 1600s. Well, in the 1600s, let's look at 1619. 1619, they had our people, our ancestors, in boot camps. Yeah, they had them in boot camps. They had them in head camps. They had them in language camps. Yeah, they were taking away their culture. They were taking away their frame of mind, taking away their belief as Islamic, and you know, of course, taking away their tongue, their language. So, you know, it makes sense that they would ban Muslims from coming to America because they were in the process of changing our minds, our language, our knowledge of Islam. That's what they were doing. And I'm going to show you where I found this print, you know, that told the story from Smithsonian Magazine. So, you know, and then you wonder why, you know, there's so much schism going on amongst us, you know, Christian, Muslim. Well, the truth is most of our ancestors were Muslim. They practiced Islam. Don't you remember Obama doing a speech Remember I told you he did a speech talking about how much Islam had contributed to building America. Yeah, so our people were more Muslim than they were Christian, you see? So while they were beating us, you remember Kunta Kinte, you remember the movie Roots? They beat Kunta until he started speaking English, don't you remember? Kunta was saying, I'm Kunta. Pow, 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 pow. Ah! He said, and then finally he said, Toby, he spoke English. That's what they were doing, taking away our tongue, our culture, and just taking away everything from us, you guys. They was. And now so many of us stand strong with this indoctrination of actually being Christians. Well, some of you may have been a lot of us were brought up being Christians, myself as one. But that's because Islam was taken away from us. It's true. It was just beat the hell out of us. So, and then the generation they came, they were Christians. The generation they came, they were Christians. And here we are, same thing. But I'm here to correct that shit and let you know that back in those days, most of our people were Muslim. I'm just telling you the truth. Most of them were Muslim. Why you think they had to beat your ass to make you become Christians? Why do you think that they would pick select individuals, teach them about the Bible, and then have them teach you about the Bible, teach your ancestors about the Bible? So Islam was absolutely taken away from us, you guys. It was, and it's still your choice. It's still your choice, but I'm letting you know that that's what actually happened, And I'm going to show you a document that I pulled up from Smithsonian Magazine. And they were labeled the Muslims as terrorists because they felt that if our people would continue to practice Islam, then they'd be more likely to, kind of revolt against them, And the other thing that I want to tell you is this, and I'm going to come back to and touch on both of these subjects. But think about it, you guys. If 1776 was the year that United States got their independence from Great Britain, why did they have to claim their independence from Great Britain? Why? Why couldn't they have done what they wanted to do right there in Great Britain? Instead, they came to our land. Yeah, they came to our land, and then they claimed their independence from Great Britain. That's what they did in 1776. So, my thing is why would you claim to be independent in somebody else's home? They came to our home to claim their independence because they would have got their asses kicked trying to do that shit in Great Britain. They would have got their asses whooped. They wouldn't be here today trying to claim their independence in Great Britain. But they knew they had the power to take over our land. They had the guns and everything. So they come to our land and they take over, And then they claimed their independence in 1776. So you guys, I say that to say this, really, I think, I want to encourage everybody to our people, my people, to start thinking about these, bullshit ass holidays that you may be celebrating. We're now in the the Easter Bunny. The damn Easter Bunny is coming, tomorrow? You guys, that shit there, I'm just letting you know that this shit here is not our shit. Damn Easter Bunny. Christmas, selling Santa Claus and all that bullshit. I'm just trying to bring you back. I'm just trying to bring you back to, make you aware because, we've been sleeping for so long. But yeah, these people claimed their independence from Great Britain in 1776. So why the hell is our people celebrating when they're still colonizing us? They're still colonizing us. It's nothing to be proud of to celebrate their independence. It's their shit. They got away from Great Britain, not you. You still under a lock and key with these motherfuckers, these assholes. Another thing I was able to pull up was a letter that George Washington, a couple of letters that I'm gonna show them to you. George Washington, one letter he was talking. He addressed the letter to the Sultan of the Kingdom of Morocco, because apparently the Kingdom of Morocco actually has dominion over the empire. So it was the Kingdom of Morocco that allowed these assholes to come on our land and do commerce, what they call business, commerce, right? So I was able to pull that letter up because at the time this letter was actually, it was George Washington who wrote the letter apologizing to the Kingdom of Morocco for not paying their taxes and shit on time. They apparently pay taxes every year to do business as the United States of America on our land. As the United States anyway, on our land. They're a corporation, and clearly in the letter, it shows that they are a corporation. When George Washington wrote this letter and apologized for not paying, the taxes on time or whatever he's supposed to pay the king, the emperor of the Kingdom of Morocco. He apologized in that letter. And then there was another letter that I found, and I'm going to show you guys all these documents, okay? I'm going to show you, and it's not going to take very long. I'm going to show you where I got this information so that you know that I'm just not talking, So this other letter that I found was a letter that George Washington had wrote. Now, I haven't determined who he was actually addressing this letter to. But he was saying that in the letter, if you take away these Moors' sandals, take away their turbans, take away all their headdress, and do it religiously, not allow them to have these things. The children of the Moors will never know their true identity. That's what he says in the letter. They will, 200 years from now, he says, 200 years from now, they would never know their identity. And that shit was brilliant because it worked. It worked. And I'm going to show you that letter. As a matter of fact, let me pull that letter up right now. Check this out. You peep that? Yeah. So, this whole thing, man, they've been shamming us, bamboozling us, for all these centuries. But, this Aquarius is coming in kicking ass, man, exposing their asses. I'm finding out new things each and every day that these oppressors have been putting upon us, But, if you look at that letter right there, It shows you what they did. They took away our culture, they took away our nationality, and they took away our language because actually, just we were just like the brothers and sisters over here. They all speak like 2 or 3 different languages. And over there, we did the same thing, because we're from different tribes. So a lot of us, get acquainted with each other's tribe and learn their languages, and that's how they do here in Gambia. These brothers and sisters, they speak easily 3 languages. Usually it's Mandinka for sure, and it's Wolof. Some of them all in English. Some of them also speak Jola. They speak a lot of languages over here. So I can about imagine we definitely did not speak English. We didn't. We didn't speak English. That's another reason why they whooped Kunta's behind. Because they wanted him to speak English. They wanted him to accept what they gave him. And that was Christianity. And it was their God. It was their God that they wanted him to have. And till this day, that has pretty much been pretty effective, So I'm just exposing a lot of that stuff, what they did, how did we get to this point right here? And I know some of you don't want to let Christmas go, don't want to let Easter go, and all these things, but I'm telling you, it don't belong to us. Not in the way that they make it. Ours is a whole different type of Christmas, and there's more spirituality behind our holidays than these old bullshit ass pagan holidays that they have. So, I just wanted to come on here and bring that to the light, man. I like bringing things to, things that I used to be curious about. I'm actually enjoying to expose the truth, So here at Bayside Jewel, that's what I love to do also. I know that it's hard to accept the truth, and some people really don't want to, and you don't have to. I'm not forcing you to accept it, but we've heard your version. Now you're going to hear mine. You're going to hear our version for those of us who know better, So, and I don't see anything wrong with that. But then getting back to the Declaration of Independence, you guys, like I said, that 1776, declaring their independence, that shit don't belong to us. And why they got to declare their damn independence if they're already sovereign on our land? It's because they're not. They came from over there. They broke away from over there, and they coming over here saying, hey, we're free now, and we're independent. This is our land, and that type of thing. That's what they did. So that's not a reason for us to celebrate that holiday, guys. And I know that, hearing all of this, it's not going to really, do anything, but it help you put things in perspectives. When I was coming up, I didn't have that. I had a lot of questions nobody could answer, and then when they, it was sound bites all over the place. That's when we got our independence. No, that's not when we got our independence. We didn't get our damn independence July 4th, 1776. That's not true. And this is the day that the Christ rose. And I remember, man, we'd be looking outside at the sun and shit. You see the sun jumping? You see the sun jumping? That's because he rose. No, that's not it. It's not. You know what? If you're on here I'm glad you are. Because if you don't, you need to hear this. Put it like that. You need to hear this, you know? And you have to accept the truth. You just have to accept it. If you don't accept it, you can just, turn me off. Turn me off, But it is what it is. We've heard your side of this shit for so long. We've heard your side of this shit. I grew up with that side of this shit. But now it's time for the truth to be told. And if the spirit of my ancestors or my creators tell me to put this information out there, I got to do it. I got to do it. So, this is for, my people. I appreciate you all. I really do for subscribing and, for hanging in here with Brother Bay on the Bayside Jewel. And all my topics are not going to be easy to handle. It's not. It's not. If you don't like hearing the truth, it's not going to be, very nice for you. So try to watch my titles and kind of get a feel, if you want to hear it or not, But yeah, so I'm going to show you this Declaration of Independence, and then I'll come back to you. Okay. All right. There, you have it. You see it. You see it. They're claiming their independence from Great Britain. Now, deal with it. It's just the facts. It's just the facts. If they were already here, they wouldn't have to claim their independence, would they? No, they wouldn't. But because it came from over there, and they are Great Britain property of Great Britain, they're saying, no, we're no longer your property. That's what they're saying. And, it may get to a point, it may actually get to a point where we have to, those that are in America have to claim their independence from the U.S. It's just the facts. When you get tired of putting up with this bullshit in this corporation while these people are genociding our people, they're genociding our people, injustice, discrimination in every way, shape, and form, silent wars on melanated people. When you get tired, I think that's what it'll come to. When you get tired, you should have already been tired. I know I am. Tired. Genociding our people, warring on us, discrimination, with all their bullshit, federal and state and taxes and all of that shit, man. They know the loopholes, how to get out of a lot of that shit. They help each other, And so here we are stuck in all of these laws. We're stuck. They got all their laws on us, and we're still trying to navigate and, survive and be comfortable and accomplish things. When we have to jump over so much red tape for success. I know people that have tried having their own businesses in America, not having very much, but they still had the power to get that business up and running. Now, you got to think they got to pay for the rent. They got to pay the rent, a storefront, which is incredibly high. Then they constantly having these people come up in the shop to see if they're up to code and all of that shit. So a lot of times they get fined and then it just gets shut down. And probably our people go through that shit when other people just don't have to do it. They don't have to go through all of that bullshit. A lot of them don't, But if you are melanated, brother or sister, definitely they're going to come at you and try to shut you down. That's just That's just the facts. That's how it is. So, you know, sometimes it's hard to accept the truth, but I'm here to tell the truth. That's what we do at Bayside Jewel. So there's something else. Yeah, I want to show you that letter of George Washington actually writing to the Sultan of Morocco, the Kingdom of Morocco. And I'll come back. Okay? All right. All right. So clearly, you see in that letter, if you just caught a glimpse of it and read the first few paragraphs, you would see that the Kingdom of Morocco actually had dominion over the empire. So this is why they have a treaty, and it's the longest running treaty that has never been broken. But at the same time, it ain't really been honored either by the U.S. But it's the longest running treaty ever that, you know, has never been broken, you know, and that is the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. Yeah, so, you know, I love exposing this shit to help, you know, help us connect these dots, you know, to verify, you know, information that's actually given to us, you know, so that we can get a perspective on things. The land is stolen. Stolen land. It's your land. It's your land. You know, and here you are paying taxes, paying rent, paying mortgages, when it should be them paying us. They should be paying taxes. They should be paying mortgage. They should be renting to us, renting from us. Should be them. So, you know, and, you know, if nothing gets done about it, at least we have the right frame of mind for what's really going on, right? And my next video, I'm going to share with you a little bit of our culture, where we were before the colonizer colonized our minds in our land and took away our language. Okay? So, till the next time, y'all. Brother Babe from the Bayside Jewel. And we're going to sign out of this camp. Thank you for joining me. If you stayed to this point, thank you. And thank all my subscribers. And I see some new ones too. Yeah, I see you. Thank you. Okay, y'all.